into the snake pit. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Garrison. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
So Notre Dame's offense will have its first possession of the game. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
It's caught. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Demon Deacons are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck, really nice job by the linebacker there.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
3rd and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lighted up.
They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. He's taking the shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down for this offense. Give to the running back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Pocket starts to collapse. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they were...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs...
Nothing but green ahead. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, David Deacons. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Nice catch there. I think back to great Golden Dome, the wide receivers, and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. A great return for the touchdown. Any return. It's a great one to a defense. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that
fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day, having 2 interceptions. try my hand. this guy. messing with it.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On second down, looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's got him down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A third and long coming up here. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wake.
A nice job by this offense. Put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Going to halftime. Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner will be dragged down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Feeling some heat. Open space at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Allegacy Stadium.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative, but again, this opens up the pass, this keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll test the right side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Ran through the contact.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
On 4th down, going to the air. They got got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the gun, running back on the move. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Fires it. Pulls it in. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He's going to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
That makes the score Notre Dame 49, Wake Forest 31.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To advance on the football.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with. Looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back gets the give. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this up.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Spinderella ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the fourth quarter.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Pulls and fires complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. The aerial assault continues. He finds his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Snap in the shotgun. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A little screen to the running back. Delivers the contact. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Let's go! Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. He lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll try the left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Coming out with it, it's Garrison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
On second down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Nevada dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here's a throw downfield late. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
42, Spider. 4.
Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get, and now the ball is free in the end. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying